Yo,
Yo, you gotta mute
Let me
yourself,
your
Brian.
mic.
Once.
oh, you on mute?
He might be lagging. Like he lagging.
Welcome
I think you on mute.
again. This
Nah,
is
he lagging.
our fifth episode. This is not another sports podcast. I just like to say I appreciate everybody that comes out and tunes into the stream. I'm SQ, and we got my man Crunch. We got my man Marky McFly, and I got Big Jew. I like to first point out, thanks for all the people that have subscribed and keep subscribing and liking, and we're gonna kick it off. So the first thing we're gonna get into is the Super Bowl, since that's the most recent thing that happened. I feel like my man Mahomes has proven that he's that guy. He's definitely that guy. But we're gonna let I'm gonna let the panel get started. We're gonna start with Crunch since he's our guest.
All right, so yeah, so basically, I didn't watch the Super Bowl though. I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Weird.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch
Everybody
the
can
what's it
hear me,
called?
right?
He's
Uh huh.
lagging.
Nigga.
He's
Yeah.
lagging. No, he's
Yo,
lagging.
you like just come back in. Come back in.
Okay.
Just come back in. You can go ahead though.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't cause I didn't watch it for real. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I had seen everything else
You
up
lagging,
to the Super
man.
Bowl. Oh me? I'm lagging.
No,
No,
you
you
no,
good.
you is mo. No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
he's
mo is
still
you
lagging.
lagging. I'm saying you come back up. Just
He might gotta
rejoin.
reset his
You
Wi-Fi.
rejoin from the link. But you can go ahead though. You said you ain't see this. You said you ain't watch Super Bowl.
No, I ain't see it for real. But I think my home's won, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And so I'm gonna basically just ask y'all because like since I ain't watch it, I don't want to say like too much about the game yet. But because people already saying he like the goat, they got him
No.
over like they got him as far as like they saying top two, this and that. Like where would y'all put him at?
He's top five quarterback
I mean, yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
time.
He definitely up there. With the way he
Still,
won it was like 5 seconds left. Like, just
Yeah,
pass it
that
to the
is. I
touchdown.
saw that.
5 seconds
yeah,
clutch. Like, you can't. I mean, if it's scripted, man, ain't no better. Can't script it way better than that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he.
he
I think he. I mean, you guys think better than Lamar. I don't think he better than Lamar.
I mean, I was already saying he was
You don't think
he
who better than Lamar? What did I come in on? I hope you ain't saying Lamar better than Patrick Mahomes.
No, I'm saying I think he is, but I can't win that argument though, so I wouldn't debate it. I just feel that way,
Uh,
and 9 times out of 10, the way I
Oh, okay.
feel
That's how
is
you
is the
feel.
truth.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, there's still that one time where you're not right. You said 9 out of 10, so that one time, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes really, he's done some things like because you got to think about the amount of time that he's been in the league and what he's accomplished. Because
Right.
he's been in the league 7 years, and within his first year of starting, he went to the AFC Championship game, and he's been in the AFC Championship game for the
Okay.
last 6 years, and he's won. Like he's only lost to Brady and Burrow. He hasn't lost to Lamar in the playoffs.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he
it's
hasn't lost yet.
yeah,
Did
he
you
hasn't
give your
lost to him.
let Mark give his recap? What's your recap of the Super Bowl?
the first half was boring as hell. I literally was about to
Definitely.
fall asleep. I saw something like Duke Dennis. He literally fell asleep in the Super Bowl and left. after paying all the money for them tickets. The second half, it definitely ramped up. Brock Purdy turned up. Uh, I like San Francisco's scheme. I feel like Brock Purdy started to get a little scared as the game wasn't extending their lead second half. Christian McCaffrey was doing a hell of a job yesterday, and that's what I said on the last episode. In order for them to beat the 40, I mean to beat the Chiefs, they would have had to use McCaffrey, and McCaffrey had a touchdown and like 150 yards combined receiving and rushing. He did good. But I say this one was on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, he's had a lot of overthrows. I'm not too sold on Mahomes. Mahomes had a lot of chances yesterday. He had a lot of chances, and don't get me wrong, he's the best quarterback in the league. But all of this, he's better than Brady. He's the GOAT. We need to stop it. Let him finish his career. Because far as I know, Brady has 7 rings. Brady beat this guy 2 times in his prime. Mind you, Brady was on the back end of his career. He beat him in the AFC and then beat him in the Super Bowl with a elite Kansas
Yeah,
City squad. So don't want to hear that. That's not really going to be a debate until years from now when Brady's the all-time leading passer, all-time leading pass touchdowns and all that. So it's not really fair to compare Mahomes to Brady yet. Now, in terms of start, Mahomes definitely has a great start. He probably has the greatest start as a maybe fucking player ever to the GOAT case because what he's 6 years in and 3-time champion.
yeah,
He's doing his thing. Like he created a dynasty within 6 7 years. Like Roger Goodell literally said, "You guys are a dynasty now." Like that's what
Yeah,
Mahomes
Yep.
did. He did that, and people say he couldn't do it without Tyreek Hill and all of them. I forgot the other running back they had before Pacheco. Like he can't do it without them. It's his team. He lost them guys, and he's still doing it. Him and Kelsey still doing big numbers. So it was a cool game last night. It definitely was lower than what I predicted. I predicted a higher scoring game. I definitely didn't think they would have went overtime. But overall, it was a good game. I wish the
Yeah.
49ers could have came out on top. Debo Samuel had a lot of heart, got injured, but yeah,
you know. Definitely.
yeah. Like I was saying, I ain't really tuned into it, but I was already cause I had
I like to point
Mahomes.
out that your score was 6.
that's what I had. Yeah, 31-26.
Yeah, man.
You might gotta reset your Wi-Fi though. Your voice way delayed.
Yeah.
You can go ahead, Crunch. I can't hear him. He gonna be delayed the
Oh
whole
my
time.
goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
I
His
gotta
voice
leave
will
and come
lead.
back again.
Try to cut your internet off and cut it back on, cause it's just gonna keep delaying you. It's your internet. All right, yeah, one of y'all go ahead.
Oh yeah,
I
Mahomes.
mean,
I
I
already
really
had
don't
him
care
like
about
top
football.
5. I don't like. I mean, I don't care about it that much, but I can still tell when like niggas is nice. Cause I had I used to play football a little bit like at school at recess for real.
Mhm.
You feel me? So I kind of like it.
Yo, funny
Like
as shit.
I still know about it. You feel me?
Niggas was in
I can
stupid.
tell when somebody.
You strictly
Yeah,
hoops.
yeah.
Now
Like
you want to know crazy? You know Jared, right? Remember Jared, right?
Jared
We middle school.
from where?
From
Nah,
nah, Jared from Dunbar. He went to Dunbar. Martin, know what I'm talking about. He went to
yeah,
Cardinal Sheen.
Yeah,
He used to play in the
yeah.
Sea
Hell yeah,
Pads.
Hell yeah.
I just seen
Yeah,
niggas get busy in suit pants and dress shoes.
yeah. He tough
he,
though. He used to be tough at basketball too, but he wasn't ever on the team up called the Shan.
he a champion.
Yeah, they beat us. That was crazy. They was on the B team.
He a state champion in basketball.
For real.
Jared, right?
Yeah, they and football,
Who he
basketball,
played for in
football.
high
Yeah,
school?
He played for Dunbar. He a
St.
2018
Francis and
champion.
Dunbar.
Oh, all right, bet. Damn, that's tough. Cause yeah, I remember he was tough as shit. Like third grade, I seen him come in the gym with his father to our practice. He hit like a deep ass like damn near half court jumper, and then he walked out. He put his coat back on. He walked out with his father.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He was to me. He was better at football than he was. I mean, better in basketball than he was in football. Shorty was cold. You want to talk about
I
the
ain't
Lakers
never
though?
hoop with him or the Lakers.
So
Oh
we
yeah, bro.
moving
They
on.
beat us. Bro, they beat the B team. Beat us, bro. Man, the only reason why they got put out because somebody snitched on them. They put them out to CYO. They would have beat us in the championship too.
Shit crazy, yo.
Bro
He,
gave us 30.
Am I still delayed?
No, I mean not to
Uh,
me.
keep talking.
I said, am I still delayed? Am I
Nah, you way
like
better.
am I Chinese right
Yeah,
now?
you good.
Yeah.
no, he good now. He straight.
I think we on the Lakers topic now, so you guys start the topic off for the Lakers.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all know that they got Spencer Dinwiddie off the waivers, and I feel like I feel like that's a good addition. But it's like, who do you take off the court to put him on the court? Are you going to bench D'Lo or Austin Reeves? Like who? Like what are you going to do?
I think Spencer Dinwiddie already proved he better off the bench. But you gotta let him be him off the bench. You can't let him be controlled like how he was on the Nets. Gotta let him come in that he got a specific rule to score and dominate. I think once you let him do that for real, then everything else will
Right.
work work out.
Yeah.
He probably should come out the
But
bench.
yeah,
I'm
I
a
think that'd probably be best. But I think it's a pretty good squad though. Like I think it's a pretty good squad. But I don't know about the championship thing.
I'm gonna get a craziest take to it all. Lakers need to hang this shit up. Just stop. Rob Palenka has to be one of the dumbest GMs right now.
What are
LeBron is
you
a
smoking?
I don't smoke, but LeBron is a free agent. You're still trying to build hopes around keeping this guy this summer. If I'm Rob Palenka, fuck Spencer Dinwiddie. We ain't even gonna get to that by me. I'm not gonna talk on Spencer. You were supposed to trade LeBron by the trade deadline and acquire younger stars. You
He
are not
was supposed to do that.
you are not
Facts.
supposed to keep a 39, 40-year-old guy on your team that told the media that he's leaving when his son comes into the league. His son could be a one and done. Why are y'all still holding on to this shit? You were supposed to trade him away and possibly build around something with AD, maybe form a duo or trio or something like that. You was not supposed to
Facts.
keep LeBron during that trade deadline. I'm I'm sorry. This Spencer Dinwiddie was just a piece of trash. It was a bullshit pickup. What are y'all gonna do? What are you gonna do with Spencer Dinwiddie? In
I
order for
agree
the
with
Lakers,
that.
hold on. In order for this Lakers team to win the championship, D'Lo needs to average 23. Austin Reeves needs to average
Right.
23. Anthony Davis 25. LeBron 25. The odds of that is me winning $1 million fucking lottery ticket.
Just to piggyback what you said, I agree with what you're saying, but I believe, dummy. I still believe.
Stop it.
And to play devil's advocate, bro, how can you trade the best player on earth?
Because you can. He's old.
You can, but you're not
He's
gonna get nothing
old.
back in return.
Son, this is yes, you will. You're going to have dumb GMs like Rob Palenka, who's going to send you somebody for him just because they feel like they could get Bronny next year, and that the pieces that they're trading ain't really worth keeping here. You're going to get that, bro. I didn't see people get traded for a bag of chips, bro.
Not trading LeBron James. LeBron James probably got
Yeah,
no
I'd have
trade
Yeah.
traded him
clause.
for something. I would have traded him
Yeah,
for something, man.
I would have called Gene
Yeah,
Bus and we'd have got the Los
one of the
Angeles
biggest
Mafia
steals the Lakers
and we
ever
would have
did
made
was
him
get
Yeah,
throw the
Pau
because
trade.
now, yeah,
Gasol.
because
That
now
was the biggest steal.
I agree with that though because now if he leave, like you ain't gonna get nobody for him.
We have nobody. We're a poverty franchise again. We're gonna be back in the Jordan Hill days.
Yeah,
No,
you could have
y'all
traded
got
him.
AD though.
Hey, look, hey, look, really though, Mark, how you would have felt if they'd have traded like LeBron for Kyrie?
I don't want that because I'm a Mavericks fan. I don't want LeBron on our team.
Oh,
All right, but I'm a Mavericks fan too, but I like Kyrie on. Well, really, I'm a Kyrie fan, but I like
mm.
Kyrie on the Lakers. But he could have led them,
It
but
would
you
have
could have traded him.
it would have been nice. It would have been nice, but that's still not a championship because you got Glass Man 1 and Glass Man 2.
Yeah. They just need like a scorer that can be a number. Like what about like Donovan Mitchell? They ain't because LeBron is going to leave, so they
But
probably would need like
LeBron for Donovan Mitchell would have been cool because LeBron goes back to Cleveland. He can retire in
mm,
Cleveland. You're gonna be there with Mobley, Jared Allen, uh it was named Isaac Okoro, who the point guard
I
little
could.
Darius
Ugh.
Garland,
Darius Garland.
and Karis LeVert. Is he still there or did they trade him already? I ain't watched Cleveland
Yeah, he's
basketball.
still on the Cavs.
He's still
Yeah, he's
there.
still there. Yeah, yo,
Okay.
yeah. He could have
Karis
went
He's
to
still there.
Cleveland. That'd have been tough.
LeBron and Donovan Mitchell, the young star going to the Lakers. They could have built around Donovan and AD. That's your new duo.
Right, right.
All right, but since we doing what else? But what if they win this year?
Then I'm wrong, and I'm very open to being wrong. And LeBron wins; he has 5 rings, whatever.
All right,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that makes sense.
I'll admit when I'm wrong for real, but
Cause
I agree
I
with
think
Mark
they
on
step
that.
up this year.
They did it last year, so it's not. They just ran into the
No,
to the
but
I
fucking.
mean,
we
they
lost
went
because
to
of
the
D'Lo.
Western
We
Conference
need
Finals
D'Lo,
last year.
but we need D'Lo. We need like what Mark said. Everybody got short. We can't just be LeBron, AD. Like we
This
need
this
that
era
28
of
or
basketball,
23
bro.
from
And when
D'Lo.
you look at LeBron and AD stats, you'll be like, damn, why y'all
We
not
need
winning
them
more? That's
players to get
because
hot.
this era of basketball, you need more than just 2 guys to average 25. You need multiple guys in double digits. This ain't the early 2000s. It's not the 90s no more. 2 guys averaging 25, 25 equal 50 points is not cutting no more. These guys are out here scoring 115 points per game. You need everybody hooping now.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause, teams getting better and better. Like Boston, you look at what Boston got.
Right.
So if you to put a team together to try to beat them, you're gonna
I mean,
need some pieces.
we can talk about that till we blue in the face.
You going out again?
Yeah, you lagging. Yo,
Uh,
lagging.
we can talk about this subject till we blue in the face, but we all know that it's about your opinion about this. But let's
Hmm.
move on. Let's move on. The greatest playoff runs in NBA history. Like they got it down. Like we got it down. Like Dirk's playoff run when he won his championship. I feel like that was one of the greatest on playoff runs because he swept Kobe, the defending champs, and they beat a lot of guys to get to them, and then they beat that Miami team with LeBron and Bosh and Wade. I mean, he put on a show, but that's the nominee for one of the best. I
Hmm.
think that might have been one of the greatest, other than Shaq and Kobe when they only lost one game during their whole playoff run.
Steph Curry too.
I mean, I mean, I might gotta go with. I might gotta go with. I'm going to either go with Dirk or I'm going to go with LeBron that year he lost 2018.
Explain.
I mean,
Oh, because LeBron James, he had hella
please,
game winner.
please
He had a
elaborate.
game. We had a game winner. He had a game winner
Walk,
every series except for the
walk
finals.
us through the playoffs.
Shit, he played. Yeah, I'm not sure he matched it with first round, but I know he matched it with either the Pacers or the Raptors. Sent them
Pacers.
boys home. He had 2 game winners against the Pacers and 2 against the Raptors, and he had the clutch block. It was just on one for real. And he took sorry ass Rodney Hood to the finals.
Yeah.
He was cool. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Like that was the killer LeBron that all these old people be talking about. Like he ain't no kid. Like he was killing. Like I ain't never seen LeBron on that. Like he was
Bron
shooting a
fans was
jumper. He
going
was
crazy that
dunking.
year. Yo.
He
Bron,
he gave the nigga with a left-handed floater for like
I remember
he was,
I couldn't even say nothing. That was my freshman year at McDaniel. Like I couldn't say nothing. Like everybody talking
Yo,
trash after every game. Like I remember
he
that shit. I ain't gonna
he
lie.
went left,
motherfuckers was
left
really betting against the
shoulder.
motherfuckers was saying he gonna lose to the Pacers. I had bets against like people was remember you being in school, people was betting you all that. Like
Yeah.
niggas really believe like
Well, he swept the
beat them.
Raptors, yo.
Then he beat them. He came back from the Celtics, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, he got the Tatum demoralized
Yeah,
him, bro. Tatum demoralized him. You know what he did? He came down, hit that dagger. He said, "Sent that nigga home, bro." I ain't never seen nothing greater than that. But then Dirk, bro, he swept Kobe. I think he swept KD, and he beat.
but
that was
I
gentleman
got Kobe,
sweep.
yo. I got Kobe from 2010. That's
Kobe. Oh
my
yeah,
that's
that
my
was a good run.
Oh, when they
that's my favorite run.
when
Yeah,
they when they beat the
walk us,
when they beat
walk us through it,
when they
Craig.
beat Boston.
Yeah, when they beat Boston, and I like how in the West it was just all dog fights. I just remember seeing that one all the way through. Like I watched that one all the way through. So that's my favorite one for real.
Who they played first round?
He said what? He said what they
Who they
played?
played?
I
Yeah.
think they played. I think they played Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I'm ready to see. It might have been Utah in 2010.
Yeah.
2010. I think they
I'm
beat
a
the Spurs too.
Like I said, I think the greatest. I think
It
the
was in
greatest
Darren
playoff
Williams.
run was when Shaq. Well, it was Shaq and Kobe when they went. They lost one game, and of course that Golden State run with KD when they only lost
that's
one. They only lost
I
one
got to
game
break
That
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 don't
whole
down.
count.
whole
They was
run.
cheating.
No.
Hey yo, they actually
It still
played.
was a
They
great
played.
run.
Yo, they played OKC yo in the
Okay,
first round. Yeah,
KD.
yeah, they played KD in them.
KD in the 2 year rush, right? Or first year rush.
I, I think it was 2 years. I think it was second year. Yeah, second year Russ
Third year
and
KD.
rookie. It was rookie Harden, but Harden only played
He didn't play that
like
much.
yeah, he ain't played that much for real.
That's
But
back when
nah,
they had
yeah,
some promotion.
That finals was one of the best finals that I saw in the two from the time I was born. That Celtics versus Lakers,
Lakers.
that was
that
that
was
shit
a
was
crazy
crazy.
final.
Ron
I ain't
Yeah, when
Artest
they
know.
hit
went
the
7 games.
yeah,
I ain't
Ron
know who
Artest
was
hit the
gonna
big
win.
shot.
I ain't know
Kobe, he's
who
like,
was
Kobe,
gonna
pass you the
Pass
win.
me
ball.
the ball. I hit
Yo,
a
I remember.
three.
Yo, I remember. I really stayed up and watched that whole game, dog. I ain't know who was gonna win. I was so scared Kobe was gonna lose, yo.
And yo, them
But
scores was
Yeah, they went.
low.
Game
Like
7 was tough, yo. He was
I
the
ain't
having a
know
scores
bad
who
was
was
game
gonna
too.
low.
win.
He
He was
refused
having
to
a bad
Yeah,
game,
that's what
but
I'm saying. He was
he
having a
did what he
bad
needed to
game.
do.
He was
I
breaking.
mean,
I'm
that's the
like,
game
dang.
that showed me Kobe was nice because he started playmaking. Like he said, he made the right play, passes around our test. You know,
Yeah, when Ron Artest said
so
that, that's when I really
I
knew.
don't
Like, you
I
knew
don't
they
like when
won that
no.
players
though.
like I don't
Ron
like when
Artest
players
don't hit
like
threes.
Smush Parker or like other players be complaining or like Jeremy Lin complain when like about Kobe like when he said or fucking what's his name Luke Walton nigga said I ain't warm up like niggas shoot the ball like niggas be scared like niggas don't
Yeah,
really be wanting it like Jeff T just came out and said nigga I was scared to play with Kobe nigga, nigga Kobe nigga they was playing nigga he said nigga when the next time they played against Kobe nigga he said nigga you left me with this shit. You talking about Jeremy Lin and shit.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, Jet T would have been cold on the Lakers, bro.
Yeah.
he'd have
He'd have
been
been
chill. He'd have
chills.
been cool. He'd have been cool, yo.
Been
Jeff was cool.
chills.
hell yeah,
All you gotta do is play with some
yeah,
heart, Joe.
See,
Kobe had Derek Fisher.
He'd have brought the dog out of Teague, but
Yeah,
Teague was bluffing.
that's funny as shit.
yeah.
I'm for my
You
pick.
know,
I'm
Lou
gonna end it
Will
off.
said he loved playing with him.
I'm gonna go with that 16-17 Warriors run. I'm gonna go with that because I remember the narrative between them before when they first got together. They was all saying it's one ball, it's one ball. How they gonna do this with one ball? It's only one
Right, right,
basketball.
right.
And them guys went in there and showed that we can win with one basketball. Like we we
Yeah,
we put up points across the board. Not only did this team set the trend for now, because nowadays you see teams where it's three guys averaging 20 now. You have multiple guys, or somebody close to getting 20 now. That was the Warriors
Right,
before all of them. The Warriors elevated the overall scoring of games. And not only did they elevate it, they was playing fucking defense. KD,
yeah,
they was talking about KD as being a defense player of the year. Like they was really putting him up there because of how good of a
Yeah,
defense this
now
unit was
KD
playing.
definitely, but I
And
don't
hold
really
on, hold
credit
on,
that because it
hold
just
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me finish.
go ahead.
They swept
Nice
the
up.
whole West. They swept the whole West. Of course, they lost game one. That shit was very similar to the Lakers shit. And to rebuttal off of anybody that's like, oh, they was cheating. I mean, come on, bro. You had Kobe and Shaq on the same team.
yeah.
What are we
Not this
talking
thing.
about? You had the
We ain't
best.
had
That
we
ain't.
ain't, we didn't. Oh,
You had the
no,
best
no,
shooting guard in the league, and you had the best center in the league. Arguably the best shooting guard in
you
the league.
had
I
you
don't
had
know.
you had you had two. Okay, I give you they both had 2 top 5 players, but they didn't. But then you got a top 5 shooting guard on Clay at the time, arguably the second best shooter of all time. Then you got arguably the
What?
best the
Hold
best
on.
defender in the league,
Was Clay
Draymond,
top
defensive
five
player of the
shooting guard?
year.
He was, right?
Yeah,
Was Clay top five or was it the team
during
that
that
made
playoff
Clay
run, he
like
was
a
top.
top
He
five?
was a top 20. He was a top 20 player during that push, and Draymond in 1 year. So you
Clay was
got you
like
got
did his
four you
thing,
got
but
four niggas top 20 on the same team.
that's in the reason I like
Then
that
you then
run.
you got then you got Iguodala off the bench.
The reason I like that run is because it's like they really was demoralizing people. Like teams, they knew they were losing. They was coming into arenas
Yeah.
like, yeah, we lost. Like it ain't nothing we can do against these guys. The only people I seen play them with heart that year was the Cavs. LeBron and Kyrie combined for like 70 points in the game. They beat them. They came back the next game. KD was hitting them fucking crazy threes. Y'all know the shit I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Left side, pull up. Huh. He let that joint hang like this. I said, yeah, it's a wrap. These boys different. These boys are
Mm,
Yeah.
very different. But that's
Yeah.
that's my pick. I like
yeah,
that squad.
definitely.
And I also think that squad can beat anybody's squad in the
Yeah,
history of
that was
basketball.
that was that was. If we're gonna get into that, we're gonna get into that when we talk about the greatest teams of all time. We're gonna get into that, but it's time for the segment, the not sports topics of the night. Um, First of all, let's I just like to say like this segment has always this segment is I hold it dear to my heart because it's like a lot of things I'm trying to advocate for, and I feel like it's things that need to be addressed, especially when it comes to our community and all that. Like that's the topic pretty much. Like we're gonna talk about like how we should try to stay together as a community, not just like us as black people, but like a whole community, and try to work on trying to keep our youth informed about the history of what has gone on in the world, and we should definitely try to work on implementing better things as far as like rec centers and trying to trying to trying to encourage our youth and encourage the people that are locked up when they come out to be better people. You know, it's like we can't just throw them away. We can't just keep treating them like second class citizens. So I just like to
Yeah.
throw the I just wanted to say that, and I'm gonna throw it out to the panel. That's I just wanted to say that. Like I said, I just wanted to say that. And when it comes to community, like we all have to play a part in it.
I feel like for us to come to the community, we got to get rid of the people who pushing that cosmic energies type stuff, all that cosmic energy, universal type shit. They lying to people, and it's kind of like making it like they're trying to push people away from like try to divide as much. They trying to divide and scatter people around about like. I mean, if you don't believe in God, it's cool and all that, but all the witchcraft, we gods and black people gods, goddesses, all that shit. Like, come on, it's a nigga in Harlem shooting dope right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this we gods, we immortal type.
Yeah,
Gotta be real. You know what I'm saying? Who would be oppressed? Our people. So we gotta be realistic and stop making excuses first. Gotta be accountable. And if we really want to come together, it's gonna take more than just like you said. Our people gotta really come together. The rec centers can start, but other than that, people gotta really be wanting to change, really want change. So like I feel like it's kind of cliche because I mean, we I want the world to be a better place, but I don't, there's always somebody who messed it up. Because I can put it like this, right? We can all become millionaires very simply and easily. If a million people come together and we all pay each other $1, we just take turns to do that, you can all be millionaires. It's millions of black people, it's millions of people on earth, but there's gonna be one person who's gonna fuck it up because they're gonna be like get tired of waiting. So like I just feel like you
yeah.
just gotta focus on yourself for real. Worry about what you can control.
Yeah, I agree with
Uh,
that part though about like what you were saying about the spiritual thing. Like As far as like, people trying to say that, like we gods or trying to be your own god, have your own rules and stuff like that. Because then it's like you say, it gets scattered around. Everybody going to start to believe different stuff to where now like people don't have the same. People not following one set of values. So I do agree with that. Like everybody go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Then it will probably work out because like we'll grow. Everybody be on the same accord. But yeah, yo, like you said, it start like with you first. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when people like once everybody make the decision that they want to change themselves, I do think like that's when everything will change for real. So
Uh, let me jump in this. I feel like in order for the community to succeed or to start trending upwards, you gotta eliminate a lot of stuff that we love, and everybody in here loves this shit. I talked about it last episode. You gotta eliminate the music. You gotta eliminate the whole entertainment base. It got to be erased. When you look back and and look at the difference between today's era and the 60s, 50s, I always refer to 40s, 30s. Black people entertainment wasn't built off of evil and Jezebel spirits. Stuff like that was taboo in our community. To get on a song and talk about killing and selling and doing this, that, and the third to your community, all of that was taboo. Now we in an era where that's cool. The dope dealers, the killers, the drug dealers, whatever. Y'all the cool people in the place now. The working man isn't respected. I watch
Yeah,
a lot of mafia movies. The Italians used to have something that the mafia always held dearly is that the working man was still a good man. Even though he wasn't into the mob business, he still was a good man. And the thing about their gangsterism is that they still supported their community. And with our gangsterism, it's like we don't even support our community. So it's like, what's the point of you even having all of this shit anymore? I don't really agree that is because people preaching cliche shit like we are gods or whatever. That you feel me? I feel like that's more empowerment than what all the other stuff that's going on. And I also feel like people need to start raising their children to be more into political government based operations rather than trying to make all your kids become NBA, WNBA, NFL stars. It's just not going to happen. It's very rare that it happens. So that's just my take on it.
only reason why I
that's
be
probably a
saying this
good point.
cliche because I feel like they could preach like the real like knowledge for real instead of just saying
They
like
can't
the
though.
gods. Because when you break into it, then when you go in to do research of where God came from, the word God came from, God, it get weird.
I mean, you can break down the
Because
etymology all
God
you
got
want.
multiple meanings. God got multiple meanings.
You can break down etymology all you want, but more to the story is you still got to do the dirty work before you even get to this level. I don't have a problem with people preaching that because that actually came from a positive group named the Five Percenters in New York who actually were doing shit for the community. They were teaching divine wisdom and divine knowledge of who you are and who man is. They would teach you that you are
Yeah.
the gods of this earth, not in the sense that you go out here and do whatever the fuck you want, but in the sense that
Now that's
you shall
though they
hold your
most people preaching you can do whatever you want. Like
you
you don't
shall
gotta answer
hold
to nothing.
yourself to this upward standards. You should hold yourself to a standard because you are the
Yeah.
God of earth. You are authority, and you're being tricked out of your authority right now because you're bowing down to a higher entity. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't disagree with all that. I just feel like the community need to work more what's going on in the trenches, like both literally and metaphorically. Like the trenches is where you need to build up at. That comes with rec schools. That comes with going to your government, getting trades put back in schools. That comes with getting factories and shit put back into the neighborhoods. That's like, for instance, the projects and shit like that. Projects were built for trade workers. They were built for people to work in those communities. They took the the factories and all that shit out of those areas where the projects was at and moved black people in there. Now it's a bunch of niggas stacked on top of each other that ain't got nothing to live for. We broke. The whole purpose of these projects were for working class people. You
Yeah.
need to bring that back. You need to advocate to your local government to get that back. Black people need to play the game. You're not going to win in America trying to be radical. Malcolm X failed, Marcus Garvey failed, Huey P. Newton failed, Stokely Carmichael failed. I can keep going on. The reason Martin Luther King is celebrated so high is because he played the game. He played the game. That's the way you win. Not saying let people whoop your ass and nothing like that. You gotta
Yeah.
play the government game. You gotta get into governments. You gotta raise kids to be lawyers and politicians. And from there you can change it. That's how the Irish changed policing because at one point the Irish people were oppressed by police in the north. And they changed it and became chief of police and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I want to throw this percentage out there. Like it's a percentage that I feel like is really disturbing for me to hear because I heard it today. Did you know that like 41% of people uh have not graduated high school in the city of Baltimore?
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
dumb.
you got to think about you got that go back to the plan. The plan is to take away the black man. That been started with WIC. You get me saying? Then in the trade programs, like when our parents they had trade programs, like you could graduate high school with a trade. They not saying they don't have that now, but every school had that. You get me saying? You were like people were graduating high school with two trade where they were electricians, mechanics out of high school where they could have skills for themselves. People were 16 with grown ass men. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not the same now where they
Yeah,
like it's restrict. It's I mean it's still access like to become like who you want to be, but it's not
yeah,
the same. Like it's not even the same type knowledge. Like the knowledge that they were teaching back then, and even now, even with us, it's stuff that they teach in this generation that we not gonna learn, and it's stuff that they not teaching them that we didn't learn. Like I went to Catholic school, like all the shit I learned in Dumbo, I learned
yeah,
in eighth grade, bro. I ain't really learned nothing new other than like um math.
Right.
Like all the literature
yeah,
stuff that we went over, I went over that already. And the same thing with Baltimore County. It's some Baltimore County curriculums that's different. Where it's like we don't even know how to read. What I mean by that is like I don't know how to read because if I did, I wouldn't have to hire a lawyer. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's what I
That's
kind of feel
true.
like we just gotta become more educated and that's all I feel like. Because when you got more knowledge for real, you got more of a chance to think things out. Because we don't know about our history. All we most people only know just slavery. So if you kind of know that we were more than slaves, or that you more than what you are, or because I know a lot of people that's hot heads. You get what I'm saying? Where that one split second, or that you crashing out can fuck up everything. So everybody don't get to a sense or a point in their life. Whereas like some people don't learn until it's too late. But I feel like that can be avoided by education or just knowledge.
Yeah,
But I don't really like to say knowledge because that kind of gets demonic, all that all knowing type shit. So I just like to say enlightenment.
Yeah.
yeah. Be more intelligent. Let's put it that way. Be more intelligent. Because
Yeah,
that means you have the ability to know things. But it's also another disparaging number that like that is crazy. Like the average income for our households around here is $25,000 a year. Like that's ridiculous, man. That's just crazy, and it all comes back to the percentage of people with no diploma, and they got this saying like it's an old cliche saying if you knew better you do better, but I don't really think that's the thing. I just think it's more about like what are we teaching our children ourselves, like what are we doing to advocate for our kids education, like are we teaching them stuff because they can't learn everything at school. We got to
I
teach them
mean
something too.
it gotta go. You gotta be real. Like look at
And
Floyd. I ain't trying to keep nobody pockets, but like he could do more, or it's people that could do more. So just like we gotta stop pushing, making, blowing people up. Like we gotta just focus on what we can control. Because with a lot of people, it's so easy to be caught up in the matrix. Like, bro, like we gotta think about it like this. Like it's kids that don't know Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? but and all they know is young boy. So it's like I'm not saying making excuses for him, but it's just like
Mm-hmm.
it's set up for you to like fail. So it's just like now it's just like it's all about you. Like people 14 years old, $50,000 from scamming. Like it's up to you what you want to do right now. It's not really like the internet can be bad, but it's not really no excuse for real. Like the world, it's not saying the world perfect, but it's not like if you're like bro, people are supporting little RT, whatever that kid is, the little kid. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, like
Yeah.
what are
They've
we
been doing
doing?
that since
People
Bow Wow.
like people like bro, people spending money on OnlyFans. We cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're cooked. Like so it's like we can't complain about nothing. I don't want to complain. We gotta make it better. Like no, like we can't complain. We just like this because I don't like to complain because like the same way they took it from us, we may have to take it the same way. So like the fluff and all that type stuff, nah. Because Floyd Mayweather could
You're right.
easily open a rec in urban communities. LeBron could
Mm-hmm.
easily open a rec in urban communities, not just where they from. You get what I'm saying? They could
Yeah.
like and more people in the
See,
government,
but look,
like Brandon
my
Scott.
not to cut you off. My only problem with that is that's like say if I got Floyd Mayweather money, I wouldn't really
Right.
be interested in doing stuff like that because as a community, you're not trending upwards. That's not the
Yeah,
main
facts.
thing that's needed. You have rec centers in LA. I have a rec center around the
Mm,
corner from me, but I can tell you that the little niggas are more outside than they are going to that rec. But when we was
yeah,
growing up, we was going to that rec. We was going to that rec to hoop every day.
Yeah.
We was in Wilhelm Monday through Friday. Like we were mad when we couldn't be in there. But these little niggas now that's around my way, they outside, black ski masks, black North Face. They want to do shit like that, shoot dice on the corner. That's the life they want to live. So when you talking about like these rich people and all that, like they not doing enough or whatever, they doing a lot actually. Like if you really look into Floyd and all them, they doing a lot. LeBron has a fucking school. Floyd has many charity donations and all that. I didn't seen Floyd donate to Katrina, all of that shit
yeah.
way back when. So I can't ever say that them guys don't do enough because it's stuff that they
No,
do
I
that you
wouldn't
don't
say
even.
they don't do it. No, I said they could just
No,
do
but
more.
look, it's
I'm
stuff
not.
they do we might not even know. And also, like I said, back to my point is nobody's going to really want to put all that money into a community that's on the downfall because at the end of the day, this shit could go to waste and I could lose millions of dollars on this and I could be back to square one. That's why they always have the selfish mindset and just focus towards their own tribe. The Mayweathers are going to be good. That little boy, that
Yeah,
grandson, he's going to be good. Even though his father promote all of that shit, young boy ain't going to go for that, bro. 10, 20 years now, young boy is going to be a very mature, grown up guy. He's going to be on Floyd type time. His child's not going to live that rap
well,
shit he was talking about. That's like, and I'm gonna get to it. That's like Ti when Ti son be trying to act all like how the music was, how because Ti was ghetto, Ti was a street guy. His son be trying to act like that, man. He did that shit in front of Ti. Ti yoked his little ass up. You feel me? They when they get to that level of status, and I would be the same way. I would make sure my tribe is good, and I know you be saying like, well, they should do this, that, and the third for the community. We got power and do this, that. Yeah, I agree, but
nah,
I don't feel
nah.
like the
What I mean by
the
that, I'm talking about
celebrities.
like rich black people could like come together and do more for them. Like ain't no
Listen,
rich
I'm
black
about to
hedge
get.
funds.
I'm about
Fuck
to
the
get.
fuck the
I'm
Rex.
about to get to that. I'm gonna tell you
Mm.
why it's not gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen until a community leader rises up and builds communities up. Celebrities are not gonna
Yeah.
risk their money and their celebrity status over that. They're not gonna get Kanye. They're not gonna get Kaepernick. They're not gonna get Kyrie. They're not doing that, bro. They're not
I
trying to
don't
get
want them
Mike.
to, bro.
But that's what you asking. You saying them to
No, no, no,
build up.
no. That's why I want to clarify. That's what I'm saying. No, when I say Floyd, LeBron, I'm saying like they could be like more accessible. Like they don't got to do shit for us, bro. Like they good. They don't got to do shit. I'm not just saying. Then I'm talking about successful black people could do like more together. Like like it could be like there's no reason for how NBA player don't got no team. I'm talking about stuff like that. I'm not really talking about like rec centers and shit like that. Because you're right, they do get back to pay tuition. Like the Nelly be doing that, they do. And they probably do a bunch of shit we don't know. I'm talking about more on the grand scheme like that, like
People
real
are
power
scared.
moves for real.
People are scared.
Okay,
Just because
yeah.
I got this don't mean that I can do this. That's why I say it's not like the civil rights era, bro. Back in the civil rights era, you had HBCUs as
Hmm.
the head of the civil rights, and then you had Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, and all of those guys. You had them being backed by the Nation of Islam. You actually had foundation. There's
Yeah.
no foundation, and celebrities are not about to create a
Yeah,
foundation. They want the
yeah,
people to
man.
make the
We kind
foundation.
of topping out this our time
They
on
need
this.
people to go and protest and do this, that, and the third. They need that back. What you really should be talking about, who should be putting forth this energy, is fraternities and sororities. That's where it
Yeah,
should be starting
that's
at.
true.
How it was. Y'all literally were founded off
That's a
of
good point.
racism. Y'all are supposed to be the ones pushing this.
That's
Y'all
a
are
good
the
ass point.
collective of education
Yeah.
people together. Y'all should be pushing this. Not saying that they aren't. They are.
Right.
They
They
doing
do got the
community work.
power
They
to
doing
do it. Yeah, yeah,
it should be way bigger.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Greeks should be that should be a one thing now. That should have been the New Panthers party. That should have been that. They should have been in the hoods. Niggas from the hood don't know about Greek. I ain't know about
yeah.
Greek till I was 18. I went to my first Morgan party. Actually, Stomp
Facts.
the Yard. Stomp the Yard was the first
I ain't
time I.
know. I ain't know about Greek until I really got to college for real. Like I knew they
Yeah,
had
Yeah,
fraternities though, but I ain't know nothing really about it.
yeah.
But
Because
that's
that's
a
I don't
good
want to
point
say
right
that.
there.
That's because
and when you
I would
and
be on.
hold on,
Cause
If I
yo,
and
had
I'm
a
a
million
let
dollars,
me
I
let me
wouldn't be
stack
on
on
here.
that. Let me give y'all a good stack on that because that's how it was back then. When you look at your leaders, Martin Luther King was an alpha. Malcolm X was an
Yeah.
honorary iota. Jesse Jackson is an Omega Psi Phi. And a couple of them. Thurgood Marshall, I think
Like
he's an
Christ
alpha
was.
as well. All of them, they all were intertangled into the Greek life. That's what Greek was about. It was
yeah,
about
like
uplifting the black community.
yeah, cause I wasn't saying nothing for a minute, cause I really was trying to think. I really was letting y'all cook. I like everything y'all was saying. Like I was just trying to think of an idea or like a solution. And then when you said that, I do think that's a tough, like a very solid idea right there because like yeah, like as far as the
The divine
young black
nine.
people, yeah, as far as young black people, they do got a lot of influence. Like when you go to school, like to a college, which a lot of young black kids do nowadays. The Greek are definitely like real like powerful. Like they got real heavy influence, and like if they was choosing to do a lot more of what they had, I do think that's where like because what it is like people gonna follow trends, so they always gonna
Yeah.
do what's cool. So if they was the like they are influential over trends. They got like a big power over like what is cool and trendy for kids to do, especially in the summertime. Like kids always going to their parties. They could have meetings and stuff like that. That was a real good idea right there. I feel as though they worried about
Yeah.
a lot of the wrong stuff, a lot of toxic stuff. Um,
Yeah. And
so
that was you had the same observation I had going to college. I went to Bowie, as you can see, and Greek life was major up there. And I have much, and I ain't saying this like as a disrespect to Greeks. I fuck with Greek life. I love Greek
yeah,
life. I wanted to be a part of Greek life. I just had uncertain situations happen in my
Yep.
life that I couldn't be a part of it. But
Yeah.
that's
I
the shit
agree.
that's the shit that I want to see from those groups, and it ain't gotta just be them. I just believe, like Crunch said, they have so much authority in what's the word I want to say? If
Y'all
people
being
look
too
up to you,
political,
I'm
man.
trying to think of the
Y'all
word.
can put niggas do all that hazing and all that, man. Come together for the people, man. Fuck all that
Yeah,
bullshit. All
yeah.
that
Look, hey,
smacking each
look, hey,
other on the
look,
booty, all that
hey,
Jaeger,
look. I ain't want to say
all
it.
that move out the way, shit,
Hey,
man.
look,
Move the other people out the way. Come together, man. I'm being
yeah,
too political, man. Them niggas partying. Motherfuckers got
hey,
a
look, hey, look. I
sex
ain't
song
want
in
to
the
say it. I ain't
motherfucking
want to get.
every
that's
Hey,
every rap song. Come
hey,
up
but
with
but
a
that's
now,
fucking plan
marketing.
for
now
our
that I
But
people,
know,
nigga.
hey,
listen,
look,
listen,
now that I know that
that's
that's what we
marketing.
on, cause I ain't want to say too much, but I'm just
That's
saying,
marketing.
dog, all that weird stuff going on. You got guys, you know what I'm saying, really having to go through it, really having it, cause look, then they exclude you if you're not really much part of it. You can't say this, can't do that, can't walk on this. No, you feel me? They gotta,
Yeah,
you feel me, son you. Instead of like really just like really, I don't know. I'm not gonna say what they should be doing because I'm not in it. But if y'all gonna
right.
put all y'all gonna do all this,
But
right? See, they the type that then they want to come together with you when you want to like when it's time to protest about something else. Now it's like, oh, we all going through it. But then when y'all up, You feel me? When y'all be celebrating, when y'all be up, and y'all got all this power and connections, and you can get this. You feel me? Like this job, and you feel me? Here and it don't really be much like community aspect towards it. It's like very
Cultist.
yeah, like it's very up and down for real with them.
Yeah.
But like I said, I a lot of guys I know definitely was definitely a part of fraternities. I'm not trying to talk down on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with them. It just I think that they don't realize the power that they got. Like they really making good moves out here, and they really had a chance to really do that because they going from college to college, like regions and stuff like that. Like they could be really out here, really doing.
The
They could be exactly
entire joint
anything
could
that they
be
don't have.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they could help Man, not just help Man just because he's a fraternity brother. They could just help Man from down the
And
street.
I ain't saying this to say they don't give back because I didn't witness them give back
Yeah,
doing
for sure.
multiple things. They definitely give back. They're one of the most give back people that I've ever encountered. Like they
They not
definitely
as
do a
bad as the
lot.
Bloods and Crips. They not as bad as them.
But I just say like shit that's going on, it need to be a bigger effort from them because they lead an example for educated black people, and I feel like it would gather more people to be a part of that and want to make changes for the community. And I also
Yeah,
feel like it would inspire other people because I do deep dive in history, the civil rights era, and I'm always talk about civil rights era because it's a golden era for black people specifically in types of relations to one another. But during that era, it was that the colleges, the HBCUs, like the civil rights era. It wasn't the hood or nothing like that. It wasn't the dope dealers from around the corner leading it. It was
Right.
college kids. When you go and read the books, it says sit-in from college kids from Tuskegee University or
Facts,
sit-in from
facts.
Howard University. You never see sit-in from Day Day and Man from Monument
Yeah.
Street. You feel
Facts.
me? But that's why I get on them because I'm like, yo, y'all gotta lead the wave again. Y'all gotta push it again. And I ain't even trying to go up against because I'm not. I told you I'm not here for the guerrilla warfare. I'm just here for us
Yeah.
to have a seat so we can make our own seat at the table. I don't care about the reparations. I don't care about taking over the country. I just want my people, I want our community to be good. We have working people. We're not infested in drugs no more. We
Yeah.
not all going to jail. I'm trying to
mm,
show the government that the black people can also advance this country and we can be great patriots as well.
yeah,
When you brought up
That's
that
my
mafia
goal.
point, when they didn't disrespect the working man, like I really agree with that. When I was talking about the people pushing this Cosby, and I'm not mad at the 5%. That's cool. I'm talking about the people making it where you don't gotta answer to nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like making it like you ain't gotta answer nothing. You like ain't no, you could be a master of your own reality, but I feel like they pushing like the wrong
yeah,
kind of
Everybody,
like not saying they pushing the wrong message. They just gotta add more
I ain't,
context.
I ain't never seen nobody do that because I teach that on a spiritual level is
yeah,
you be a god and be a master of your own reality, and I don't even tell that to anybody. That's why I never seen that personally. Only people I knew pushing that was 5%ers, but because Nation of Islam don't
yeah.
push that, Israelites don't push
Advocation.
that. Yeah,
No,
so
they
that's
push that, but they not pushing it. I'm talking about the people who push it in like a negative,
I don't.
like
You
who
will have to
like
show me them type people
must
though. Give me an
I'll
example
show
of them.
you. Rashad Jamal. There's a couple people like that.
Oh yeah, I don't care for them type guys.
That's what I'm saying. Those I feel like they
Ain't he a
like people.
pedophile? I mean, I ain't trying to get into that,
Yeah,
but
but I mean he got accused of it. But I'm saying I mean he got arrested for that. But I'm saying like I feel like that type. There's just so many people who. Not I don't want to say brainwashed, but I feel like it's more. They got to add context to what they saying.
yeah,
They just giving you a sprinkling a little bit, and people going crazy with it. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people just like it because it sound cool, but it's like it's more
it's
to
different. It's
okay.
different than Jesus.
You
Yeah,
yeah. You know what I mean? This guy act. I feel like they're not adding enough context because I feel like So Illuminati. He was a cool person who would say that type of stuff, but he'll say, "Don't listen to me. Do your own research." A lot of people say, "No, listen to me. What I'm saying is fact." Like, I don't like people who pushing that type
yeah.
narrative.
Um, hey guys,
Wait for his voice to come back in.
Yeah, your mic messing up.
I don't know why he lagging today.
yeah,
He was good yesterday.
Yeah,
Next time.
yeah, this was just because those people in the background.
Who wanna,
But I think the next
Yo,
topic probably is, yo, I get you. Yo,
you know the next topic?
now I think the next topic is probably we can talk about we talk about the playoff runs. I mean, we could talk about I think we were supposed to talk about the what's that what's that thing called with the should like the one talk about the jail system where the women like be held accountable for
Yeah, I
lying.
thought he's supposed to have a girl on here though.
Oh, I bet. So we
I
probably
know he
say
was
that
saying
then.
something about that. So yeah, I don't know.
You was talking about the jail system
I had
topic.
to
What's the
come
next
back,
topic?
but
There you go.
next topic was the women lying on men to get them locked up. No
Yo,
accountability.
I'm the chosen one. Yo, hell no.
Yeah, but yeah, that was
All right.
the next not topic.
I feel like no, just
We
no.
just gonna go
I ain't gonna
quick
call.
with that
I
one.
ain't gonna say no b words because I'm trying to keep trying to change
Yeah,
as a human, as a more.
yeah,
I
we gonna
agree.
try to
Yeah.
keep this one a little because we carried up. We went over on the time for the last subject, but we gonna try to keep this one, a little smaller as far
Man,
as
I
the
feel like
time. I
anybody
got
who lie and if what they say when you go to jail. I mean, you in court. Put your right hand up. Anything you get what I'm saying. And if you lie, you go to jail. If a bitch lie, send a bitch to jail. That's all I got to say. And if a fuck nigga lie, send a fuck nigga to
Yeah, man.
okay, pass
Yeah.
on.
Go ahead, Crunch.
I don't.
oh,
Yeah,
when I mean by a nigga lying, a nigga get caught with some dope, a nigga lie on another nigga like lie and snitch, like get crazy, lock him up, fuck him, don't give him immunity just cause he's snitching, he's lying and snitching. Man ain't do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get what you said, but
I
let's
answer this
go
shit.
ahead, Crunch.
I was just ready to say, yeah, yo, if you do jail time and then come to find out the person lied on you that sent you to jail, I feel as though they do gotta do some jail time. Like that's just like horrendous. Like it's because there's nothing else you can do. Like you can't get that time back for that person. You really trying to ruin their life. So yeah, if anybody lie on somebody and send them to jail, I think that's a crime. That should be dealt with.
Criminal
Yeah.
justice, man.
I'm straight to it. I thought that was the love you get caught, you know. Well, sometimes it don't always go that way, but if somebody like a chick lie on you or whatever about something, I do feel like they should go to jail because you just risk somebody's freedom. And if it wasn't for us to catch you in your lie, this person's whole life would have been thrown away. So I'm straightforward on it. There's anybody lie on anybody in terms of incriminating them, they should go to jail. They
Yeah,
should do some type of time.
Yeah.
yeah, that's foul.
Now, now this subject, I'm gonna be like completely transparent with this subject. I can attest to this subject, like personally. Like I went through something. I'm not going to get into the whole specifics of it, but yeah, I went through this exact thing, and it was because of a woman. And I'm not trying to say all women are bad or call them the B word and all that, but we gotta like she hasn't been held accountable for what she did to me, and it's bad, and it's crazy that they can say something and then they can get an arrest warrant for them saying something about you, and not having complete proof that you did it, and it's really crazy, like the do time because of what someone said, like your word against theirs, and there's no type of like physical evidence, no text messages, no paper trail, anything, but they can get an arrest warrant for you. Like that shit hits home for me. That's the reason why I really wanted to talk about it, but I'm not gonna, like I'm saying, I'm not gonna get into my specifics, and it's just crazy. I just feel like it, like I said, they should be held accountable, but it hasn't been, like, for years. It hasn't been accountability for years.
That's nah, I ain't gonna say that. I was ready to go cliche, get deep, but there's no point. I was ready to say it's because you're black and you have no rights. You
All
identify
right,
as a slave.
Julio.
Yeah, that can definitely be in it. It's definitely systemic in a
Gotta be
way.
careful though, because don't just take what I say. If you in there, you try to be on that stuff. Oh, don't give my
What
kid a
about
birth certificate.
OJ?
You get what I'm saying? Better know what your information. They'll arrest you if you don't know what you're talking about. So don't be playing. Don't be playing with them people though. Talking about I'm an Indian and all that.
But
You gotta have proof.
yep.
Keep your social security number, boy.
But
So
like I
I'm
said, that
Julio.
was a quick hitter for the not sports topic of the night. Let's let's move on to who is the greatest basketball team of all time, in your opinion. Let's start with Marky Mark on this one.
Greatest
Shit.
basketball team of all time goes to fucking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry Warriors. This team literally demoralized everybody in the fucking NBA. Everybody. I'm talking about people were on Twitter crying like, "Oh my gosh, how y'all get this bad?" And blah, blah, blah. But the way they went about it is the Warriors went about it the most NBA way. They made no
Yeah.
trades. They signed this guy in the off season. He literally had the opportunity to go make $100 million and win a ring, and people shamed him for that. Who turns some shit like that down? But to the team aspect, like I said earlier, this team changed basketball. This team showed that you can have three guys averaging 20 plus and still win games. It's not. It is one ball, but if you run a system to where as though everybody can get a share of the ball, you're going to win games. This team showed that this team also showed that shooting the three was very important in this era. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Dame Lillard, all of them might have been pushing for that, but that dynasty right there showed that this is the way of playing basketball. That's how people play today. You got three guys on your team that can shoot threes now. Back then, you really didn't have that, and that's why I think the importance of the Cavs versus Warriors is that the Warriors winning those championships, it did more for
My
basketball
bad.
than it did like than it did bad for basketball. Because I know people saying like the Warriors that's bad for basketball. They keep going, whatever. But the Warriors winning those championships showed that this style of basketball is winnable. This 3-and-D 7-second offense, this is a winnable style of basketball, and this is the style of basketball that's going to make us millions of dollars. Steph Curry winning those championships. I know some people like to call it a script or whatever. I'm not going to give Steph the script, but on some script shit, this shit elevated the game of basketball. It generated millions of dollars. That's what Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant and them did. It generated millions of dollars. This style and this
Yeah.
level of play was so great for the viewers that now everybody's playing like that now. This is everybody's style. Now you got Jokic and them. Jokic was shooting threes against the Lakers. You got his whole
Mm-hmm.
squad can shoot. Everybody in that five can shoot.
Yeah.
Michael Porter, as soon as the ball touches hands, shoot. It could be 2 seconds on the into the shot clock. Porter shot, don't matter. But that shit came from to me. It came from the Golden State Warriors. That's why I give them the greatest team ever. And I feel like their team is transcended through any era. I can drop them in any basketball era and they still will kill because that level of basketball they play offensively, it destroys anybody defensive schemes from anywhere back then. You can put them up against Jordan Bulls or whatever, and we can play 90s rules. Okay, you can't run a zone against shooters. How do you stop that?
Yeah.
That's
I
my
mean,
take
Because
right
man
there.
to man ain't gonna work. Man to man not
I
Nah,
gonna
mean,
work.
if we want to be based off that logic, I probably would go with like the Showtime Lakers or the Bulls because I'm just not to pick the same team as them, like other teams that brought Mark Beverly to the league. But if I'm being honest, bro, the best greatest basketball team ever is the Harlem Globetrotters. So
this I knew he was about to
That's
you know,
take some
Bruh,
bullshit.
that's
He was
fact.
even
bruh,
you just being
that's
honest. You
crazy.
gotta be truthful. If you're telling the
a
truth,
lot,
it's the
a
Harlem
lot of
Globetrotters,
globe
bro.
trotters, yo.
We had Wilt
Yo,
and Julius
please,
Irvin.
please.
We had Wilt Chamberlain, right? What I mean by this, right? Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan are the only two players to average 30 for their career. And if no Dr. J, no Mike, Dr. J, Harlem Globetrotters, Wilt Chamberlain, Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
conclusion.
Like we said, this is opinion based, so we're not gonna tear you down for your opinion. But let's move on to Crunch. What you think, Crunch?
I think the best team. I'm gonna have to go with Kobe and Shaq Lakers, man. I gotta go.
That's a good one.
I know they was a little bit top heavy, but the role players that they had with the size to where now you got Ron Harper, Kobe, and Rick Fox on the perimeter, and they all like 6'6" and up. You have Shaq in the paint, Horace Grant, I think, or Robert Ory. Them guys got championship experience on other teams, so now it's like everywhere you go, the guys are just all dogs. And then you got the best duo ever, tandem ever on the court. So I think that any team that they play against, they got a chance against any team also, because you got two guys that, you know what I mean, are like pretty much top three of their position all time. You got two of those guys. So that's like a Magic and Kareem kind of thing. But Kobe and Shaq, they was more dominant scoring wise and defense wise, like both of them. So it's just like damn, like what you going, and then the role players, like I said, like, so then you have shooters and defenders. Rick Fox he's a 3-and-D guy. Your point guards that they had, Ron Harper, Derek Fisher, B. Shaw, all them guys strong with the ball. They coached by Phil Jackson. The triangle offense is just unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? So they're a good team too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I agree. Y'all all made good points. Except like I'm gonna leave Julio alone with his Globetrotters thing. But
I said Showtime Lakers in the 96 Bulls.
Oh yeah, okay. You get one team, yo. We picking one team, yo. How do you get two?
All right, so Showtime Lakers. Magic Johnson had AIDS and he had 40.
Wow.
Okay.
Greatest team ever, bro.
Wow.
He had HIV. He had HIV. He never had AIDS. Okay.
You're right.
He
had HIV and he was giving people the blues.
Yeah. All right.
Hell of a player. He had an immune system disease. 40. Tough.
Yeah. True.
Tough. Greatest team ever, bro. Come on, bro. And he's at the one. Come on, bro. What? Ain't he giving niggas sky hooks? Come on. Immune system disease, sky hook. Come on, bro. Come on.
I'm probably like I'm gonna go back because I'm gonna say the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson. I feel like they was one of the greatest teams of all time too, because they had Bill Walton on that team. There was a whole team of Hall of Famers. I think they got a stake to be one of the greatest teams ever. They definitely did their thing.
Magic Johnson beat them though.
Right. I was about to
but
say that.
But Larry Bird beat him too though.
Yeah. They won 3 championships. They won 3 championships. He got 3 finals MVPs. But it's I feel like they can stake their claim too, because Boston has always been great.
Hey Marcus, bad back or HIV? What's tougher? What's tougher, bad back or HIV? What's tougher?
Basketball wise, bro.
That man can barely walk.
All right, bad back. I give it to you. I'm just asking. All right, okay. I'm just asking. Can I ask the question? I'm just saying, what's tougher, bro? That's okay. Bad back.
It's tough either way.
All right, coughing up blood.
Come on, man. You have to lay down.
Magic Johnson, bad motherfucker. What he say?
Well, you saying you rather have HIV?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Shout out Magic.
Yeah,
he was making magic.
Let's not get into that, man. That kind of helps us transition into the next. That helps us transition into the next topic.
No, what
Yeah,
was you ready to
Like,
say?
we gonna that's good. We gonna transition. They helps us transition to the next topic. Like I was saying, the '90s era compared to the '80s era in sports, especially when it comes to basketball. Now,
So Coke versus
we've
crack.
had,
Okay.
Well, which one was
oh,
which?
Yeah, Coke versus crack.
Which one was which?
I mean, yeah,
The
cocaine was
eighties,
the
in the
eighties was
'80s,
80s,
Coke. 80s, yeah,
in the
80s is
early
Coke.
90s, the end of the
Uh,
and '90s
90s was
was the
all right,
crack.
no,
crack.
we can. Are we gonna do cocaine versus Coke?
Cocaine versus coke.
Okay.
But
That shit was stepped on by the
compare if
90s.
you're gonna compare the eras, everybody's saying they were the most physical eras in basketball, the '80s
No,
and the
they wasn't.
'90s era.
What you say, Mark? What they were saying? They was scared to look another man in the
Hold
eyes,
on,
and they
hold
called
on,
another
hold on.
man Jesus.
Let him finish
No,
the
Hey,
no, no,
tough
topic.
no,
my
no, no,
ass,
no. Come on, man.
tough my ass.
But
They called another man Jesus. They said, don't look him in his eyes. Don't make him angry.
Oh yeah, they
Tough
told
what?
Kobe. They
but you
told
talking
Kobe.
about the '90s, man. I'm
How
talking
is
about
it tough? And they
that's the
making the three
'90s.
point line shorter. They making the 3 point line shorter. How is it tough? Now the 80s,
I said
tough.
'80s and '90s, man.
No,
'80s
not
and '90s. The '80s
don't
was
say the
the
90s was tough.
'80s
I was
was
gonna say that. I was gonna say I think the '80s a better era for basketball. Low key.
Yeah, the 80s. I think the 80s is the best era.
It was more entertaining.
Yeah, and
Other
you
than
had the
now,
Showtime
because
Lakers and you had the
in the pick,
Celtics. I mean, you
yeah,
had some
even
teams that were sprinkled in there. You had the 76ers with Moses Malone and Dr. J. I mean, you had some teams sprinkled in there.
you had the
You had
Pistons.
Doc
Pistons, yeah.
Rivers and all them playing with the Hawks. I mean, it was some teams that played, but it wasn't. I mean, all the Hall of Famers were on the Lakers or either the Celtics. It wasn't a lot of like you had Hall of Famers spread out like above all other teams, but most of the Hall of Famers were on the Lakers and the Celtics in the '80s. That's what most of your Hall of Famers came from. The '90s, it got spread around just a little bit more when it came to like players being great and all that. But like I've said, if you're comparing
And
eras, I said like we did, like you just said, I feel like the '80s was the best era for basketball because they started all this.
The Pistons, I think the Pistons because they go back. Even the Pistons, I think, is an underrated team. Like as far as the best
yeah,
teams, all time, the Pistons they had a whole bunch of pieces, and a lot of people would say that
Yeah,
Dennis Rodman made the Bulls like the people who would say that the Bulls were a super team for that era. Rodman has a lot to do with that, and Rodman was on the Pistons, and he was in his prime, and he was on the Pistons for real, so he was helping them out. Then you had IT, but so basically what I'm saying is like it was a whole lot more parity in the league. Them games were real high, high scoring games in the '80s too.
yeah,
Um, so it wasn't no one set like in the '90s. The Bulls were pretty much winning every year.
yeah,
I like
yeah. It was pretty much
yeah,
soft.
yeah.
yeah,
So as far as '80s and '90s, I would have to pick the '80s though. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never hear
yeah.
nobody say nothing about like that, but Kobe and LeBron, they were scared to look them in their eyes. People wanted to step up to the challenge. People didn't duck nothing.
Yeah,
Real smoke, just
right.
off the weed, not no
The
coke.
the 80s, I'm gonna go with the 80s. The 80s was the best era. Like my man said,
Yeah,
it was snowfall literally. Them boys was off of Coke, Soul Train Awards. Michael Jackson was lit. Everything. We was coming
Hmm.
off of Vietnam. LSD was
yeah.
out. Hippies was out. The 80s, it was just a better era of basketball. Like on some serious shit. Like they
'80s
had the
baby.
flagrant crack baby, but they they had the
No, the
I
'90s
gotta
was the
clip that,
crack
yo. Hey,
babies.
yo, I gotta clip that, yo. You said 80s,
No,
baby.
no,
That
for real.
you put your finger up. That was funny.
but no, no, no. Let me get serious. I'm joking too much. The '80s for real. I'd take the '80s over the '90s because basketball actually declined in the '90s because of the low scoring. The scoring drastically dropped. That's still a debate today. Is why did it drop? Did the skill level go down? I think
Yeah,
so. I think the '80s had more of a skill level. It was a vast. amount of skill on each position versus in the '90s. Like in the '90s, I can't really give you too many guards that I would say like, yeah, they were the shit. Like Jordan, Reggie, Clyde, whatever. Uh, the '80s
Don't forget
also.
Mitch Richmond.
Late AI. Yeah, I was gonna say Mitch Richmond, AI,
I mean, if you
late
consider
AI,
an AI in them in there, then Jordan is a part of the
young
'80s.
Penny.
If you consider like AI and all them, I mean Jordan and
He
Dominique
is
and them,
he
yeah.
is a part of the '80s.
All right,
He part of the
then
'80s.
that
They part
that
of the '80s.
proves my point even more. Jordan
Yeah,
came in,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Young
So
Jordan and young
the '80s, you had you
Dominique.
had Jordan for what 5 6 years. He's part of that era. He averaging 28, whatever. It was
Yeah,
just a more vast era of skill all around. You had new types of basketball being introduced. You had like Showtime Lakers.
that,
They had the way they was running offense. You had like Magic Johnson running the one at 6'9". That shit was unheard of at that time. Um, then you had Kareem. It was a lot of stuff going on. You had the flagrant fouls. The games were more. It reminded me of hockey sometimes because the '80s was
Mm-hmm.
real physical. Minus what they talk about the '90s. The '80s it reminded me of hockey because they'll let you get a little duke out before you're suspended for 10 games. Like nowadays,
yeah.
I didn't see Larry Bird and them get the punching off on people. Like it was a lot
You
of
can't even
trash
say low
talking.
ass boy after give up
Yeah,
scoring the M one.
it was a lot of that in the '80s.
Mm-hmm.
Like the '80s had the hand checking. He had the knocking you down as soon as you come to the paint. And don't get me wrong, that's not every game, so let's not live off of that. It was in critical games and critical moments you would have that going on. It built a lot of
That's
tough
playoff
basketball
basketball.
players. Yeah,
80s
it was
playoff
it was
basketball.
really
Now
grit and
And
grind.
I think the age is more like close to like that, like not saying and one when I say this like that street basketball, just like like ain't
Yeah,
no foul. Like you saw if you call certain fouls, like it was like it was like cool, like it was like a
yeah, it
dog
was it
feel.
was it gave you
It
a
brought like
street
that,
a street feel, like
yeah,
you hooping on a blacktop, like
yeah. It kind of felt like it was still that, like it kind of
yeah.
felt like it was that,
yeah.
like
And the pace of basketball was way
only thing they
higher.
was missing
So
was shoot for ball.
Yo, you die,
that's
yo. You die. You do or you die.
that's
Well,
why I
fuck it,
think
man. They'd have had that, bro. Come on now.
Yo, that would be crazy, son. If they shot for ball.
Yeah,
yeah, shooting for ball crazy.
I think all the NBA need to bring that type feel back is like a one-on-one tournament or King of the Court for like All Star or something.
Man,
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Well, that's our final topic. The '90s
So all
eras
right, so
versus the
the
'80s.
last question. All right, so like if you were a GM, like you want to draft
you
to
went
start
out.
your
Say it again.
franchise. I said if you were a GM, what duo would you want to draft to start your franchise?
What
You
We
get
did that one.
you get. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
we did that last episode.
Yeah, we did that
No,
one.
I thought we. All right, so
We
I'm
did.
paying Kobe. I'm paying
No,
Kobe
what
though.
team? Like I said, what duo would you
They had to
pick to
play with
build
each other.
around?
Yeah.
oh, all right, bet.
Yeah.
Probably
So
Kobe.
what point guard would y'all build? Any point guard. What point any you got access to any point guard? What point guard would y'all start your team around?
Steph Curry.
I was ready to say that too, or Kyrie. Probably take Kyrie or Steph. And the reason why I say Kyrie is because I'm gonna assume because I just think
Mm.
he got the closest like him and like he's very similar to Steph. It obviously had to be the right situation, but I think I can mimic what they did in Golden State with Steph if I build the right pieces around Kyrie or if LeBron come over. You know what I mean? Which he really did.
I got a better one. Say all right, pick one point guard and one superstar, and then the rest role players, and build your five.
Matter of
Since you
fact,
said that,
oh yeah, go ahead.
no, since so you can add on to your point. You pick Kyrie as your point guard, and pick a superstar, and then pick three role players and build around that. That's your championship team.
All right, I'm gonna do that right, and I'm gonna probably come back to Kyrie because I forgot about a name, but I'm gonna pick Isaiah Thomas. It's either gonna be Kyrie or Isaiah Thomas.
Detroit
But
Isaiah Thomas or the Celtics.
on Detroit. So because he's somebody that actually did it, so I'm gonna go with Isaiah Thomas and the role player. Uh, like I said, like for this era, you know, I think that it could be pretty much
Oh my
any type of, it could be like a Clay, you know, um
Yeah.
really the role that team you had over there. But you said a role player.
Mm. Play a
Uh,
role player to me.
so you saying a second superstar or a second star or just a role players around him? What was
So, like, if you say you building Kyrie, right? Kyrie was your point guard. You pick Kyrie. Then say you want KD or whatever, and then you say Mikal Bridges, Nick Claxton, shit like that.
okay.
You gotta pick one superstar and three role players.
Yeah, so I would pick. So if it's Isaiah Thomas, I pick IT. That's tough right there. Um, Second superstar with Isaiah Thomas can be Paul George. I'm gonna throw Paul George with
That's
Isaiah
crazy.
Thomas,
Uh,
and then yeah, like role players after that. You know, probably put Clay in between, have him play the two. Um, you know, a good I don't know, like any solid power forward like LaMarcus Aldridge or something. You know what I mean? And a defensive center or a stretch center. So
Okay.
like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, but that's solid right
Like a
there.
Brook
Okay.
Lopez.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Marcus.
for the mock, oh, go ahead, Marcus Gasol.
Yeah.
So for me, the point guard that I'll pick around, like I'm gonna get y'all Julio answer and Julius as Julio answer. I'm picking Ben Simmons because under me, he make that layup with Trey Young. We gonna be a dog. But with Julius, the point guard I pick, I probably pick Nick Van Exel.
who you building around him with?
Oh, Nick Van. If we going to build around, I probably
Uh,
take
I,
I keep Nick Van Exel. Nick Van Exel.
I,
Then my
I
second
was gonna I,
superstar
I was
gonna
gonna
be
take it second.
Mike.
So
Say it again. Your mic
Is
ain't
it?
on. You going out. You might gotta come back.
okay.
That
What'd you say?
You, you get a point guard.
yeah.
Yeah, I was ready to say I take Nick Van Exel. I'll go Mike at the two. My role player probably take Steven Adams, uh, J.R. Smith, and I probably take like Andre Iguodala. That'd be my three role players for real. And Mike would be my superstar.
Me.
Huh,
I'm.
I'm back now.
You about to pick your squad?
So yeah, pick my squad. So my point guard, I would have to go with Magic. I'm going with Magic as my point guard. And the other superstar I would put with him, I would put KD with him. And then my three role players, I'm gonna say give me Dennis Johnson because he's gonna play defense.
Nasty.
Then give me somebody like Markeith Morris. I need somebody like him because he a dog. And give me for a center. We don't really need no real good guy. But let me get Jared Allen, somebody like that.
Smacking them.
That's a
I
tough
got.
team.
I got a fun team. So I said I'm taking Steph.
Yeah.
My My superstar, I'm gonna cheat. My superstar gonna be KD. I love Steph and KD duo, but my role player is gonna be J.R. Smith at the two.
Yeah, I thought you
Ben
were gonna say LeBron.
Woo!
I was ready to say
Ben
this is cheap.
Ben Simmons at the four and Brooke Lopez at the five. So we gonna
Oh,
run Steph, J.R., KD, Ben, and Brooke. And Ben Simmons
damn.
gonna run the point guard. He gonna be a 10 times better Draymond Green. And then we got
You
paint
know
the
what?
paint defender is Brooke Lopez. And
Yeah,
Jr. We you know how Jr. get. That boy
yeah,
starts. He can create shots and he can hit shots.
yeah. Since you put KD on your squad, I'm gonna take KD off my squad and I'm gonna put Giannis. That's gonna
And
be
who
my
was on your
superstar.
team again? Magic,
Magic at the
Giannis,
point. Magic, Giannis, Dennis Johnson, Markieff
Dennis Johnson.
Morris, and Jared Allen.
I ain't afraid of y'all.
I'm changing Nick Van Exel since niggas
Y'all
getting
can't
KD.
shoot.
I'm getting Prime Derrick Rose, Michael Jordan, um, Steven Adams. I'm gonna let you keep J.R. Smith. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Iman Shumpert and
Hmm.
my and I'm gonna let you keep I'm gonna take Draymond.
Y'all
Okay,
can't shoot
that's
neither.
it.
No, because I had Iguodala, so I'm going to trade
y'all
Iguodala
can't
for
shoot.
Draymond. We straight.
25% 3-point shooting.
We
I
got
mean,
the
we all
Dubs.
paint points. You can tell my team all paint points, all paint, not
So
stopping
we
us in the
going
paint.
zone.
Ain't no zone stopping that paint.
Fuck it,
You
I'm
ain't
taking
stopping
myself out the
Giannis from
one.
getting to the
It's
basket.
like,
Shit, I got Brooke
but
Lopez and Ben. I can build a wall.
y'all was laughing when I said Ben Simmons is my Julio answer.
Nah, I fuck with Ben Simmons.
But
he just
yo,
he got to stop with what he doing, yo.
yeah, Ben Simmons, yeah.
Yeah, but
But that's been a good
that's
episode though.
I think we did. I think we did pretty good for this one.
Chris Paul,
We're
I'm
gonna
back
end
in the
on
gym.
that
I'm
one.
back in the gym,
we're gonna
Chris.
end, we're
JJ
gonna end it on
Barea.
that note. Yeah, he's still coming at whoever, but we're gonna